Hey there. Yeah, I'm just getting my robots ready for my next event in Orlando next month. Yep, it's a big event, and I've got a championship to defend, so I gotta be ready. You know, I've reviewed most of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and I know a little bit about killer robots. But did you know that director Wes Craven actually made a movie about killer robots? That's right. Say hello to my deadly friend. Two years after scoring a hit with A Nightmare on Elm Street, Wes Craven's career was going through a bit of a slump. The Hills Have Eyes Part 2 was an absolute disaster. He was pulled from directing Beetlejuice and Superman 4, and he was in the midst of a lawsuit over the idea for Elm Street. But amongst all the chaos, Craven wanted to branch out to other projects, one being an adaptation of Diana Henstell's novel Friend at Warner Brothers Studios. The movie was originally a PG-rated sci-fi love story, kind of in the same vein as John Carpenter's Starman. It was about a kid genius who puts a robot microchip into his brain-dead girlfriend, only for her to turn into a monster. However, test audiences disliked the film due to its lack of violence and gore that they were so accustomed to seeing in Craven's previous films. So, the movie went through multiple rewrites, reshoots, and reprogrammings until it became a full R-rated slasher movie. You throw the word deadly into the title, and there you go. That's Deadly Friend. But as much of a production hell as the movie was it all worth it in the end? Well, my fellow Roboteers, let's find out. This is Wes Craven's Deadly Friend. Roll the footage. Our story begins at a truck stop where we see a guy breaking into a van, only to discover a little surprise.
Hey, you're kind of cute.
Well, whatever the surprise is, it sure doesn't like being called cute. Or doll.
Don't ever call me doll.
So we meet our protagonist, Paul, played by Matthew Jaden Yuki from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. He and his mom are moving to a new house, and along for the ride is...
Got a whole new world for you to learn, huh?
Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing this in World Championship 8. This love child of Bumblebee from Transformers and Metabee from Metabots is Paul's very own artificially intelligent robot buddy, BB. He can move on his own, he can push heavy objects, and he's very protective of his owner, Paul. Kind of like a big yellow 250-pound robot bodyguard.
What is he, programmed to do that? I developed a basic program. Then he sort of makes up his own mind after that.
Look at this madness. Where's the batteries? Where's the speed controllers? What Tesla basement did you go to get that AI chip from? BB's also voiced by Charles Flesher, who would later go on to become the voice of Roger Rabbit. But instead of speaking English, BB only speaks in weird robotic technobabble. Yeah, it's annoying, but it's still more comprehensible than AI voice acting in 2023. So Paul has moved to the new town because he has a new scholarship at Polytech University. You see, Paul here is a boy genius, fascinated with robotics and the human brain. The brain! There is nothing like the brain! Hearts and lungs are just tinker toys when stacked against the brain. Young Frankenstein, a good musical. Paul is also introduced to his new neighbors, including clumsy paperboy Tom, played by Michael Sherritt, and crazy shotgun-toting old lady Elvira Parker, played by Anne Ramsey.
It's just a robot, Miss Parker. He's your new neighbor.
You get that thing out of here, I'll blow your heads off.
Anybody come trespassing around here, you goonies are gonna be getting a taste of the Second Amendment. Paul, Tom, and BB also meet a gang of bikers who take to hazing our heroes. Look at these guys in their leathers and their shades. They're the perfect representations of the 80s. Hey, wait a minute. I think that's the guy who stole my leather jacket. Fuck him up, BB. Ooh, he just about crushed his BBs. But Paul also takes a liking to his next-door neighbor Sam, played by Christy Swanson in her first ever film role.
I thought I'd come by.
If you're busy or still eating, I can come back.
That's right. Before she was slaying vampires in the 90s, Buffy was shilling Nabisco products in the 80s. She's come a long way.
What do you know about people who live next door to me?
Sam?
Yeah.
Great tits.
You're telling me.
Dude, she's like 16. You're 20. Now the catch is that Sam lives with her abusive alcoholic father and doesn't take kindly to seeing her with other people. It's heavily implied that he's abusing her, not just physically, but sexually too, as hinted by this over-the-top dream sequence.
He can't stop me. And that little stupid yellow robot can't stop me.
Yeah, I think you're having a little too much fun with that squib, dude. I'm pretty sure this was one of the scenes that was added in after the movie's overhaul, because it would be at least another 40 minutes before we get another horror scene like it. Until then, here's Paul playing basketball with Tom, Sam, and BB. You know, RoboGames has its own basketball division. Maybe BB could become the next LeBron James. Or maybe not. As a result, Mama Fratelli confiscates the basketball. Paul is upset, but BB takes it especially bad. Hey, do you know what happens, Mama Fratelli? You know what happens when you piss off my owner and take away what's rightfully his? That's right.
You just made the list! Oh my gosh.
So Halloween has arrived. We see our heroes dressed up in the shittiest costumes imaginable, and for whatever inexplicable reason, Tom decides that they should all play a trick on Mama Fratelli.
I mean, imagine her face when she hears the doorbell. There hasn't been a kid closer than this fence in years.
No.
Oh, hell yeah! Play Ding Dong Ditch with the crazy old lady with the shotgun. What could possibly go wrong? Oh no! Something went wrong? Who could have seen this happen? It's worth mentioning that according to Wes Craven, BB cost an estimated $20,000 to build, only for it to get destroyed in the end. Man, why would you spend so much money on a robot just to see it get destroyed? Have you heard of such a thing? I sure as hell haven't. Don't worry, Paul. A few more revisions and you'll be up to BB-8 in no time. So Paul is distraught from losing BB, but hey, at least he still has his girlfriend Sam, right?
You lying little bitch!
It's a good thing that wall was made of styrofoam, or that could have really ended badly. So Sam ends up in the hospital where it's revealed that she's brain dead and will be taken off life support in 24 hours. But Paul, boy genius, has an idea. A big-brained idea. With the help of Tom, he drugs his own mother with sleeping medicine, then sneaks out of the house to the hospital, steals Sam's body by stuffing her in a laundry cart, then using his expert brain salad surgery skills, Paul inserts the AI microchip from BB into Sam's brain. And the shocking thing is, it works! Paul has successfully Frankensteined his girlfriend. Success! Well, sort of. There's actually two fatal flaws with Paul's technological achievement. One, because Sam's brain is only running off of the microchip, she can't talk or communicate with Paul or anyone else, with the exception of a few head motions. Then again, if she could talk, all she'd really be saying is BB, BB, BB the entire movie. And nobody wants to listen to that.
BB.
Second, and this is the most fatal flaw of the movie, Robot Sam isn't very scary. The trailer for this movie says that Sam is Wes Craven's most frightening creation yet. Yeah, right. Tell me, what's scarier? Burnt-faced man with claw hand that kills you in your dreams, or teenage zombie girl in gray eye makeup making weird Spock-like robot hands? Who does she think she is? Lady Kill-A-Lot? She's just too cute to be scary. Oh shit, I just called her cute. I'm gonna die now, aren't I? You know what is scary? Johnny Five when he went loco, or those laser shooting killbots from Chopping Mall, and those came out the same year. And I know what you're thinking. We are an hour into this 90-minute alleged horror movie, and so far there has been one dream sequence, and that's it. Where are the scares? Well, don't worry, folks, because now is the time where things get a little gory. We cut to Sam's dad at his house in the midst of a feeble quest to obtain more drink. But here comes Jenny Wakeman to squeeze the cider out of his Adam's apple. Okay, so you're probably wondering, hey, how does putting a microchip into the brain of a human being cause them to get the strength of 1,070 men? Because shut up, that's why. Well, if the dad didn't look like Freddy Krueger then, he sure does now. I should mention that the deaths in this movie were a lot more gory, but they had to be cut down to avoid an X rating. The fans wanted more gore, but the MPAA pussied out. Well, at least the next kill should be better, right? Get ready, folks. Meanwhile, at Mama Fratelli's house, she sees the presumed-to-be dead girl looking at her through the window and calls the police.
Operators, quick. Get me the police.
Yeah, I killed their pet BattleBot, and I think they're a little mad at me. If only she knew the half of it.
Damn shids.
What are you screaming about? She's just holding a basketball. Was the basketball made out of concrete? Why did her head explode? Yes, this is the scene the movie is most famous for. The basketball exploding head scene. It is the Johnny Depp getting vomited onto the ceiling of ridiculous kills in a slasher movie. It is just absolute insanity. And I love how even Sam reacts to this thing like, wow, I actually pulled that off. I know people will remember Anne Ramsey for Goonies and Throw Mama from the Train. No, 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 no. This is what she should be remembered for. Getting Highlandered by a freaking basketball. So we cut back to Paul, boy genius, sleeping completely unaware of what his robot girlfriend has just done, and this happens. Freddy shall rule the world! Was Warner Brothers really determined to have their own version of Freddy Krueger? It's like, fuck yeah, we got the director, let's throw in a bunch of random dream sequences, but with our very own, not Freddy Krueger, but, what is it? Ooh, undead, burnt-faced, alcoholic stepfather. Yeah, move over, Bugs Bunny, we got a new mascot here. You know, for somebody who has no head, that is quite a head-shaped lump under that tarp. I should also mention that Paul, boy genius, absolutely sucks at trying to hide Sam. When he brings her home from the hospital, he puts her in the safety and comfort of a tool shed. Perfect! His mom totally won't find her in there. Spoiler alert, she almost does. He finally puts her in the attic in his room, which is what he should have done in the first place. Tom eventually finds out about the killings and is ready to call the police, but Paul decides to introduce Tom to Robot Sam. Yes, Tom. The guy who's basically responsible for leading BB to his death. Shock of all shocks, Tom does not take it well.
Tom, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you've done. This is gonna stop. And I'm gonna stop you.
Robot Sam can't be defeated. She shoots lasers from her eyes. Should have never given her the nanotech, because now she kills motherfuckers with her nanotech thighs. Northern boys. After attacking Tom, Sam makes a run for it and Paul chases after her, only to be confronted by the biker dude from the beginning. They have the most laughably bad fight scene until Robot Sam comes along to exact a bit of revenge. And if you thought the last kill was goofy as hell... Okay, so 1, you can clearly see the wire lifting the dude up. 2, Sam screaming BB in BB's voice is awesomely bad, as is the dude's girly scream as he's being thrown. And 3, getting thrown about 10 feet onto the hood of a cop car is apparently enough to kill him. Oh, come on. Mick Foley got thrown off a 26-foot cage into a ring and he still survived. Somehow. Then again, this guy isn't as hardcore as he seems, is he? Paul finally catches up with Sam, and it looks like she's starting to get her conscience back. But now the cops are here to arrest her for the murders. When the police restrain Paul, Sam unleashes her final attack, the Claw of Doom! Stop! It's not very effective. Oh my god, this fucking ending. So Sam dies again and ends up in the morgue. But Paul, boy genius, is still determined to bring his girlfriend back from the dead again and breaks into the morgue to rescue her. Dude, even if she didn't get shot, what were you gonna do? What were you going to do to resurrect her? And even if you could resurrect her, you know she's gonna be spending the next God knows how many years in jail for 10th degree murder. Hell, the both of you should be going to jail for all the crimes you've committed. You are fucked!
Come with me, Paul.
So the microchip that Paul put into Sam's brain not only gave her superhuman strength, but also turned her into a goddamn minion? Huh? Samantha, you're a fembot! No shit, Sherlock. And you're probably wondering, oh, this is just another dream sequence. But no, that's seriously how the movie ends. And as the credits roll, we get the greatest ending song of all time. Ah! This movie is a mess. Even if the studio had gone with Craven's original cut, I still don't think it would have been that good. The first half feels like some goofy E.T. clone with a bit of edge to it, and then the second half is like another movie came out of nowhere and slashed the first movie up with a machete. As far as the horror goes, neither BB nor Sam are scary. There's only 3 on-screen kills, and only one of them is actually memorable. Lady Kill a Lot? More like Lady Kill Little. And for someone who's a boy genius, Paul is an absolute idiot. The things he does and the risks he takes absolutely defy all logic. I will give Kristy Swanson credit though. She tries her absolute hardest with the material she's given. It's not quite the intimidation factor of, say, Angela from Sleepaway Camp, but it's still a fine performance.
You're so cute.
The movie was both a box office and critical flop, and even Wes Craven disowned the movie, but you can't fault him for trying something different. The studio just wanted him to keep doing horror. Thankfully, Craven would make a comeback with movies like Shocker, New Nightmare, and the Scream series until his unfortunate death in 2015. In the end, Deadly Friend was a production that was, ironically speaking, a nightmare. Well, my bots are done. I'm off to Orlando to fight robots and play basketball. Until next time, I'm the Hardcore Dude. Peace out and cease.